I'm going to first off start by saying I have to do this on my bed for lighting purposes. This is my first video, so you will have to take in consideration. I really don't know what I'm doing. I have built a mech because there's a King's mech and there's the Dark Knight mech, but they don't really have the Jester doesn't really have a mech. There's these, little monstrous type of mechs, but it's not an actual mech. So I wanted a mech. Um, if I actually put this up to get voted for, Lego would have to change the colors for 2017 because they are now going to be purple and gray and have to do with lightning. I haven't got to look that much into it, but I saw some brief pictures of the sets that are coming out and color schemes and what they have to do with. One thing you may notice that I didn't know, um, uh, man, I cannot remember the set name now, but the the little monster mech has the same style of feet and basically claws. I did not know that when I did this. Um, First of all, they were like this, and it was actually over here, and they didn't have. That was the foot, but it was on this side, and I just thought that it looked better like this, and I'm also gonna tell you that I don't have parts like most people do. I literally built this from the Hulk Smasher, which you probably see some aspects of, and taking spare parts that I had left over from things. Um, I don't really have many parts to build different things that I want to build or like to build. It's just the sets that I have. Um, but this is what I built. Took me about a weekend to do. Um, First, these were down here, but the one of the hinges didn't work properly. Wouldn't hold up anything. Wouldn't even stand up on its own. Um, so I had to switch them and switch them out. So now these are up here, and these hinges down are down here. Um, I wish I could do more with it, but like I said, I don't have the parts to do so. Um, if I did, there would be a lot of things that would be done differently. I don't necessarily like this. It looks kind of out of place, along with, just a square pad right here. Um, these kind of look out of place, but they kind of represent like, rocket boosters or something. Um, so just tell me what you think of it. I'll show you closer up here of some of the different things. Um, he's got two stud shooters on his arm here, two stud shooters on the top. This will come down. It folds, um, opens up. These can be, they stay put, maneuvered where you want. I don't like when you have a mech or something and you put it in there and then there's these big open gaps. So this is what I did to kind of fill it all in to make it look closed up. You know, there's still some gaps here and there, but I think all in all, it looks, you know, pretty closed up. And also, you might have to forgive me. I might be looking at the actual Lego instead of looking at the video um, of what I'm doing. So here, um, so you can see him sit in there and see some of the Legos that are inside the interior. He's got little control panels there. Um, but the the hammer basically is what I call his hammer. Um, I didn't have any other weapons or swords like the Nexo Knights have, but he will hold that up. And like I said, if I would have had different parts, he would have been, you know, a little bit different. I might have made him a shield and some kind of funky sword or weapon, but this is like a club type of thing, and it's a little heavy. It's a lot heavier than the swords, but he will hold it up, um, so that's good. Um, all in all, I think his scheme goes with this last year style. Um, Maybe I'll try to make another one with the new color scheme. I'm buying some parts. I'm just kind of really gotten into. I want to start making my own things, and I'll start buying parts. But just this is what I did with literally what I had. You'll notice his claws don't match that well, um, but it is held in just like the knight mech or the king mech. This side is different. This side actually had 4 fingers, had one in the middle, and then that one that's in the middle was on top, and I dropped it and broke one of the fingers, so now he has 3. Also, that little shield and area was not quite like that, but I couldn't remember exactly how I had put it, and I had lost a few pieces somewhere somehow. I still don't even know. But there is my um, mech. If you want to call it an Ash Attacker mech, or you know, a Jestro, or Magmar, or whoever you want to put in there, or want to call that's their mech, then it's all up to you. Um, if you have the Hulk Smasher, then you could make this. I could give you some basics on it, and you could do it yourself if you wanted to. Thanks for looking. Hopefully I will get a better video, not glary and more still and more focused and everything else. But this is what I got for now. Thanks.